Hello and welcome back to this channel. This is the second part of the series that I'm making of how to improve your landscape lighting. So in this home, I am looking over the current state of the landscape lighting, and then I'm going over and showing you what I would do differently, and then I'm actually going to do the installation of adding the lights where I designed it and said I would make the changes. So you can see all that, how I run the wire, where I place the lights, how I design it. And then the last video, if you haven't seen it, was the current state of this landscape lighting. I'm going to jump right into the design and show you what I would be doing differently to make this home pop. So I'm going to show you a couple pictures right now of what the lights look like at night, and then you can kind of see what I'm talking about, because they do have several lights in their lighting system, but because of the things that I talked about in the last video, it's not going to look amazing. And so you can see with these pictures right here of how it looks. Anyways, I'm going to jump right into the design. I'm going to show you the front yard again to show you what it looks like, and then I'm going to design it with you. Okay, so this is the front part, that's the garage, and then a room up above. There's the two-story part, the one-story part, and then they have some trees on the side here, and then one really big tree up there. Yeah, that's huge. Okay. Alright, so the way they designed it is they had one light on each one of these crepe myrtles, one light on the large tree, one light on these three trees, not that one back there, I don't think there's a light, but these three trees in the front. And so essentially at night, the idea is when you drive up, the landscape just pops, it looks amazing, but then the house is dark. Now some people like that design. I however do not. It's the house. I want to see the house. It is weird when you light the house up and not the trees, and so there's usually like a black spot right here, and so lighting all of it up is the way that I would go. So in the last video I went over the watts for these trees, and I think these watts are around, these lights are about a 3 watt. So we're gonna put a higher watt on there. I like putting 7 watts on pretty much everything, because it's a bright enough light that it really makes everything pop. So we're gonna keep these 3 trees the same, but we're gonna change out the bulb. We're gonna add 2 lights over here. Instead of having this more in the middle, we're gonna move the light here and then add another light over there. On this house, we're going to add one to this corner, a light in the middle, and then a light right here on this corner, so it's going to hit this part and this up here, so it's going to shine all the way up. So that's going to be the purpose of that light. The same thing over here, we're going to add a light here. It's going to shine all the way up. And then we're going to add a light in the corner, and hopefully some of the light will peek through right here. The tricky part is, if you put a light in the corner, it will light up all this really well, but because of that gutter, there's going to be a straight black line right here, a shadow. So all that's going to be black, and it's just going to go up like that. So everything else is going to look great except for that one line. Now, what you can do is add a light here on the roof and have it shine up to that peak, and so it covers all of this. But since that's a bedroom, I really don't want to mess with that, because so much light will be shining into that bedroom. Alright, so we're going to come to the front here. So we're going to fix this light. It's got a broken stake. Probably change the bulb out. Then we're going to add a light here. And since this is a 2-story peak way up there, we're gonna have to do one of 2 things. Either put the light straight up so it just captures this, and then we'll have to light this up another way, or we have to put it on the corner and shine it up so that it captures all the way up to that peak. And that peak is so high, I don't even know if our light can shine that high. Okay, this magnolia, it's a beautiful magnolia. It's kind of in the way. It's completely blocking this part of the house. I would personally probably cut the tree in half and trim it down, but that's not my house. So anyway, so in my last video I talked about how this light, it's supposed to be in the center, but since magnolias, they've got such a thick leaf. I don't know if you've ever seen one before, but it's almost like leather on this back side. If a light hit back here, it would completely stop the light. So more often than not, lighting up magnolia trees actually looks pretty ugly because the light goes to random places. It doesn't shine like a crepe. It's got very fine leaves, and so the light just, it goes everywhere and it looks absolutely gorgeous. So instead of putting a light right here in the middle of the tree, I'm gonna probably put 2 lights on the tree. So one on this side and one on this side to shine on the outside of the leaves, so that it's just shining on the light instead of, or sorry, shining on the tree instead of inside the tree. Okay, we're gonna move this light probably over a few inches to hit more of the center right there and set it to the side. Add a light here for this area. All right, so to recap, we're gonna start here. We're gonna change out these lights so that they have a better bulb, so a higher wattage. So we'll have the 3 there. We're gonna add one to this big tree. We're gonna add a light over here on the corner by that window right there. In the middle, one right there, one in the corner back here. We're gonna fix this stake right here and change out the bulb. Add a light there, add a light here, going up. Oh, I forgot to say this. We're gonna actually move a light behind the tree to light up the house right here. It'll look really nice. Move that light over, add a light there, boom. Add a light here as well, boom. And this house is going to look absolutely amazing. So there you have it. That's how I would design this home. The next video, I'm actually gonna go over how to run the wire, and then I'm gonna start trenching the wire so that you can see, well, okay, so if I have lights over on this side of the house, this is how I would run the wire, and how many wires do I need for how many lights, so that kind of stuff. So check out that next video on the series. It's going to be a great video. If you don't know anything about trenching, this is a must-see video. I show you what shovel I use and everything. So check that out, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.